Okay. All right, let's go on. Part 4, complete the notes below. Write one word only. No number, nothing else. And I tell you again, part 1 and part 4, these two parts give you great opportunity to get 20 by 20. Part 1, one word only. Part 4, one word only. Only part 2 and 3, especially part 3, can be quite confusing. Like, you know, this audio, the last questions, I played it one by one. Just imagine they were all played at once and you didn't know what to do. At the end, you say, I missed 6 questions. What should I do now? Okay, but part 4 and part 1, they can be your very good friends. So what you lose in part 2 or 3, you can get it again in part 4. Therefore, pay more attention. Now, extinction of the dodo, it's dodo, not dadu, dodo bird. Extinction means to die out, to finish. Extinction of the dodo bird. Now, there is going to be a research about extinction of this bird. Like, you know, dinosaurs are extinct now. In the same way, extinction of dodo bird. Dodo is a bird, it is extinct now, we don't know about it. Now, let's see. The dodo was large flightless bird and all that. History. Now, please come to 1507. The clue word is 1507. Portuguese ships transporting dash stopped at the island. Now look here, Portuguese ships, and they were transporting. For transporting, they may use the word carrying. They may use the word maybe transporting, carrying, trading, shifting, right, taking, or anything like that. Now just you need to find out that those Portuguese ships, what were they carrying in them? And whatever they were carrying, that will be your answer. Simple, huh? Now I play it. Please listen and answer question number 31.
One of the most famous cases of extinction is that of a bird known as the dodo. In fact, there's even a saying in English, as dead as the dodo, used to refer to something which no longer exists. But for many centuries, the dodo was alive and well, although it could only be found in one place, the island of Mauritius in the Indian Ocean. It was a very large bird, about 1 meter tall, and over the centuries it had lost the ability to fly, but it survived happily under the trees that covered the island. Then, in the year 1507, the first Portuguese ships stopped at the island. The sailors were carrying spices back to Europe and found the island a convenient stopping place where they could stock up.
Sailors were carrying spices back to Europe. Sailors were carrying spices, so Portuguese ships transporting spices. The same one like masala jaat, yeah, kali mirch and blah blah blah, like that. Spices. So the answer is spices. Now, by the way, somebody asked me singular plural. Who asked me? You asked me. Now see over here, if you write spice or spices, it will not make the difference because there is no verb which will change according to the subject. So answer can be spice or spices, both are right. Even though in the audio they said spices, but you can write spices well, right? So let's go on. You know the spelling of spices, huh? S-P-I-S-E-S. Very good. Now, question number 32. Clue word 1638. The Dutch established a dash on the island. For example, Dutch established a hotel or restaurant or whatever. And for established, they can use any other word. They made, they introduced, or something like that. Okay. Now, please focus. 1638, Dutch established that on the island.
However, in 1638, the Dutch arrived and set up a colony there.
And set up a colony there. Colony, yeah? They said colony. I don't know colony. Colony, yeah, I know colony. Okay. So, for established, they use the word set up. Set up and established, and answer is colony. English, you know, English. Colony. No, not systems. It's one word only. Oh, colonial system. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Still we are under their influence and doing Ielts. Huh? You are absolutely right. So answer is colony. Let's go on, and then you can see 2 more bullet points without question. That means audio will go on and on and on. Sometimes you know what happens? You feel itching. मैं answer क्यों नहीं लिख रहा? Audio is going on and on and on, and then you will see someone writing the answer, and then you are more scared. Why is he writing the answer? Let me tell you, when you go to take your Ielts test, there are many duffers around. Okay, so don't just think, okay, he is writing, I'm not writing. Just relax, calm down. And I would say, when you take your Ielts listening test, just cut off. One of my students said, sir, I was just like this throughout the test. All the time. Headphone was there. I did not even see here and there during the test. So that is even better, right? But sometimes you need to see. When I took my Ielts first time, there were questions, like 3 questions on the last page. I was doing listening. And I read until 38, until 38. Then 39 and 40 on the next page. And I didn't know. I thought maybe all 40 questions are here. Then suddenly I heard pages being turning and all that. They turned the pages all around. Then I turned the page. 2 questions were there. And I was totally unaware that there were any questions. But by chance I found the answers. Maybe that's why I got 8 band in listening. Huh? So you'll get even more. When I took the Ielts test, even I was not aware of these things which I'm teaching you now. So you can even get better. Anyways, so audio will go on. Next is description. They will talk about descriptions and pictures. Now the next one is question number 33. A Dutch painting. Now please focus, Dutch painting. Okay, when in the audio they say Dutch painting, be alert, now answer is going to come. And before that, just calm down. When you are coming down, don't look here and there, don't read other questions, just put your thumb in the beginning and pencil where the question is. Now for example, thumb, a Dutch, and pencil on 33. A Dutch painting suggests the dodo was very, now it's going to be a characteristic of dodo. Dodo was very big, dodo was very small, dodo was very fast, dodo was beautiful, dodo was yummy. Okay, yeah. You know, whenever we look at the bird, halal hai, haram hai. Halal, do that and all that. So, let's see, question number 33 please.
The best known picture is a Dutch painting in which the bird appears to be extremely fat. But this may not be accurate. An Indian painting done at the same time shows a much thinner bird.
Okay, Dutch painting suggests dodo was very, extremely. No, that is Indian painting. Then they said Indian painting. I'll play it again because you are right, absolutely right. Okay, that is the answer. Focus again.
The best known picture is a Dutch painting in which the bird appears to be extremely fat.
Appears to be
but
extremely
this may not
fat.
be accurate. An Indian painting done at the same time shows a much thinner bird.
So Indian painting shows thinner bird, but Dutch painting shows extremely fat. What will be the answer? Fat. One word only. Okay? Now it's fat, not cat. Let's go on. Question number 34. 34. The only remaining soft tissue is a dried dash. Now focus, soft tissue. Only remaining soft tissue is a dried something. Like something which is dry. Okay, let's see what that is.
Although attempts were made to preserve the bodies of some of the birds, no complete specimen survives. In the early 17th century, 4 dried parts of a bird were known to exist. Of these, 3 have disappeared. So only one example of soft tissue from the dodo survives, a dodo head.
Exactly. So, soft tissue is a dried head. They said dodo's head. Only remaining soft tissues, they said out of 4, 3 couldn't survive, 1 survived, and that was dodo's head. Listen again.
Although attempts were made to preserve the bodies of some of the birds, no complete specimen survives. In the early 17th century, 4 dried parts of a bird were known to exist. Of these, 3 have disappeared. So only one example of soft tissue from the dodo survives, a dodo head.
Head. Okay. Let's go on. Question number 35. Recent studies of a dodo skeleton suggest the birds were capable of rapid dash. For rapid, they can use the word quick or any other word like that. Swift, rapid, quick, swift, fast. Whatever they say after that, that will be the answer. Recent studies of a dodo skeleton suggest the birds were capable of. For capable of, they can use the word birds could. Capable of means they could, right? And then rapid. So please focus.
Bones have also been found, but there's only one complete skeleton in existence. This single dodo skeleton has recently been the subject of scientific research, which suggests that many of the earlier beliefs about dodos may have been incorrect. For example, early accounts of the birds mention how slow and clumsy it was. But scientists now believe the bird's strong knee joints would have made it capable of movement, which was not slow, but actually quite fast.
Capable of,
in fact,
movement,
one 17th
which was not slow,
sailor,
quite fast. So answer is movement. Movement that was fast means rapid movement. Movement, M-O-V-E-M-E-N-T, movement. Okay, let's go on. Question number 36. It's thought they were able to use their small wings to maintain. Yeah, maybe because they were unable to fly. In the beginning they said flightless bird, right? So, but they used their wings for some purpose to maintain. Now for maintain they can use any other word. Let's see what that is.
It's true that the dodo's small wings wouldn't have allowed it to leave the ground, but the scientists suggest that these were probably employed for balance while going over uneven ground.
These were probably employed. These means wings. For wings they use the word these. These were employed for balance, right? So wings to maintain balance. That's right. Balance is the right answer. Exactly. Is it all clear? Yes. Yeah? Okay, good. Question number 37. Their dash was of average size. Now something related to dodo which was of average size. Average size means neither big nor small, medium sized. Let's see what it is, right? Now it's going to be a part of body, part of dodo's body which was of average size. Let's go on.
Another group of scientists carried out analysis of the dodo's skull. They found that the reports of the lack of intelligence of the dodo were not borne out by their research, which suggested the bird's brain was not small, but average in size. In fact, in relation to its body size,
bird's brain was not small but average in size. So their brain was average size. Right? Answer is brain. That's right. Very good. Let's go on. Their sense of dash, very simple. It's going to be a sense. Like we human have 5 senses. So it's going to be a sense. Answer is a sense. For sense they can use any other word. Sense of dash enabled them to find food. Imagine a bird and a sense helped the bird find food. Which sense? Sight or taste? But taste will not help you find food. Smell, maybe smell. Let's see. Let's see. Now see, by the way, you are all imagining dodo bird. Yeah, whatever your dodo is bigger, your dodo is small, your dodo is black, your dodo is red, but you're all imagining a bird like dodo. Yeah, okay. Maybe a kiwi-like bird, like kiwi is a bird. Okay, 38.
the researchers also found that the structure of the bird's skull suggested that one sense which was particularly well developed was that of smell. So the dodo may also have been particularly good at locating ripe fruit.
Okay, one sense that was particularly well developed was smell. Now, if you are anticipating a sense and smell comes, you will immediately write it. So, that is why reading the question is very important. Okay, let's go on. Reasons for extinction. Why did this bird become an extinct? Reasons for extinction. Hunting was probably not the main cause. They will talk about hunting. Sailors brought dogs and monkeys. They will talk about that. Dogs and monkeys. But the third one is dash also escaped on the island and ate the bird's egg. Now listen. Dash also escaped on the island and ate the bird's egg. It means it is going to be another animal. An animal that ate the eggs of dodo bird, and dodo bird became extinct. They will talk about hunting. They will talk about sailors, dogs and monkeys, but then they will talk about another animal. So after dogs and monkeys, the next animal that ate dodo's egg will be the answer. Right? Maybe crow. Crows also eat eggs, yeah. But anyways, let's just see.
So it looks as if the dodo was better able to survive and defend itself than was originally believed. Yet, less than 200 years after Europeans first arrived on the island, they had become extinct. So what was the reason for this? For a long time it was believed that the dodos were hunted to extinction. But scientists now believe the situation was more complicated than this. Another factor may have been the new species brought to the island by the sailors. These included dogs, which would have been a threat to the dodos, and also monkeys, which ate the fruit that was the main part of the dodo's diet. These were brought to the island deliberately. But the ships also brought another type of creature, rats, which came to land from the ships and rapidly overran the island. These upset the ecology of the island, not just the dodos, but other species too. However, they were a particular danger to the dodos because they consumed their eggs. Since each dodo only laid one at a time, this probably had a devastating effect on populations.
Okay, so they ate eggs. What is that? Rats. R-A-T-S. Rats. If you noticed one thing, they are so vele. दुनिया आगे जा रही है, पीछे जा रहे हैं. डोडो मर गया, खत्म हो गई गल. But now they are doing some investigation. Dodo, why it became extinct, and एक दिन आएगा उन्हें डोडो बना भी लेना. Yeah, they are just doing it all. So the answer is rats. R-A-T-S. Rats. Question number 40. The arrival of farming. Farming means agriculture. The arrival of farming meant the dash was destroyed. For destroyed, they can use the word damaged or any other word. Now, whatever was destroyed because of farming or agriculture, that will be your answer. Just focus the word damaged, destroyed, and all that. Last question.
However, we now think that probably the main cause of the bird's extinction was not the introduction of non-native species, but the introduction of agriculture. This meant that the forest that had once covered all the island and that had provided a perfect home for the dodo was cut down so that crops such as sugar could be grown.
Dash was cut down. Forest. And you know what did they do after forest? They explained once that provided this. And then another explanation. And then they said was cut down. So cut down means destroyed and forest is the right answer. Okay? Thank you.